Yo everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Sorry it's been so long since I last uploaded. I know it's been like a month and a half now. And I did say I was going to put up some Christmas stuff, but I originally had obviously planned videos to go out over the Christmas, but it was just quiet. So I just said there's no point in putting up something for the sake of it. So I just kind of left it be. I originally did film actually me wrapping my Christmas presents, but that kind of went a little bit all over the place. The wrapping paper ended up actually tearing while I was filming. And the lighting all was just shit, you couldn't really see me to be honest. And then like the sellotape, I literally couldn't peel it back because I didn't have the one that I was looking for, the one that cuts itself. But so I said I wouldn't put it up, so I wouldn't bore you to death with it. But I ended up scrapping that video, and here I am now with this video today. But as you may know from the title, this is going to be me just chatting to the camera. It's just going to be me talking about my 10-week cut. Okay, so I have an upcoming cut which it's gonna take place Monday week, so the 28th of January. Why am I doing it? I'm going away in April, so I'm going to Florida. It'll be 11 weeks from now, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through exactly where I'm going to be going with calories and in terms of training and then stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you real quick what I have wrote down. So I have a couple of things wrote down here. I'm going to show the camera and then I'll run you through what I'm going to be doing, okay? So I'm going to go from top to bottom, okay? Hopefully you can see that a bit bad. I know my handwriting might be a little bit shit, so hopefully you can see that. But what I have down, so I'm going to go from the top, obviously as I said, from the top to bottom. Okay, so the maintenance calories is going to be the first thing I'm going to start with. So maintenance calories is going to be the amount of calories my body needs to consume to stay at the same weight. So I'm currently like 79 kg at the minute. So if I was to consume, let's say 3,150 calories, I would stay the same weight, okay? So the way I'm going to be doing it is I'm going to go with a 10-week cut. So from there, calories are going to be dropping on a 2-week period, okay? So I'm going to run you through this now. Firstly, actually I'll run you through the maintenance calories. So how did I get that number? Basically, I've tracked calories and macros over the last 2 years. So I kind of know where my body's at in terms of maintenance calories and then where I need to go to lose and then put on weight. As well as that, I did an in-body scan. So it's the closest thing you can get to a DEXA scan without doing one. It gives you all your measurements and that, but it'll tell you what your body needs to take in to stay the same weight. And it actually came out with just about the same amount of calories as I have down here. So about 3,100 to 3,200 calories per day. So from there, what you want to do is you want to create a deficit. So you go below that number to put yourself into a deficit to lose body fat, which is what I want to do over the next 10-week period. So what I have down here, so the 10-week cut progress. So I'll look at week 1 and week 2 just to start with. So week 1 and week 2, as you've already seen, 2,800 calories. So what am I going to do then? Is I'll stay on 2,800 calories, keeping protein as high as possible. So probably around 200 grams per day. And then my carbs will be keeping higher up just because I work better off higher carbs. And then fat will be just on a lower scale. So with the 2,800 calories, what I'll do is I'm going to be weighing myself on a day-to-day basis. So that'll kind of give me a good frame of mind to see where I'm at in terms of whether I'm losing weight, whether I'm staying the same. Why am I going to be doing that on a day-to-day basis? Just because if I was to do it on a Monday and a Friday, then them two numbers could be different. So I could be a little bit heavier on the Friday. It just all depends on obviously sleep, stress, water intake, how late you're eating. It just all depends on a lot of stuff. So I'd rather do it on a weekly basis, and then what I usually do is I'll get like the 7 numbers, draw them all out and then get an average, so I know based on a week whether or not I'm coming down in weight or whether I'm going up, if that makes sense. So I'll do it on a week to week basis, but I'm going to be weighing myself each day. So based off the 2,800, what I'm looking at then is week 3 and week 4, it's going to drop down to 2,600. So why am I going down by 200? Basically is because I'm kind of going off where I was at from last year. So I done a 8-week cut last year, and the 200 on a 2-week period seemed to work perfectly fine for me. So that's where I'm going with this time round. Obviously it's going to be a little bit longer, 2 weeks extra, but I wanted to see if I could push it a little bit more this time around and see what the results were like. Again, I'm going to be looking at what my weigh-ins are like. So if I am going down comfortably at the 2800, I'm going to stay there for an extra week or two and then go from there. But if it's kind of sticking and I need to bring it down, well then I'm going to drop. Yeah. So week 3 and week 4, 2600 again. From there we'll look at the weight, and then we'll drop to week 5, week 6, it's going to be 2400. Again, I'm going to look at my weight on a day-to-day basis, base it over the week, see where I'm at, and then go from there. If everything's going fine, again 7 and 8 will be 2200, and then hopefully everything's going fine from there. Again, keeping that protein as high as possible, so 200 grams to 210 grams per day. Then you want to look at week 9. So week 9 I have singled out, and week 10. Okay, so the reason behind that is I'm going to see where I'm at physically, visually, and then see where I'm at mentally as well. So if I'm doing well with the 2000 calories, if I'm nearly almost there visually, I'm going to drop it a little bit more, try and push the boundaries. It's only going to be 2 weeks, so you're not going to sacrifice much in 2 weeks time. So I might drop to 1900 to 1800. So that's what week 10 I have 19 to 2000. But again, it's all going to depend on how my weight is fluctuating, how I feel, and then how I look visually. So I'll go from there then. Then underneath that, then what you want to look at is the protein level. So I went through this already. So 200 to 210 grams per day is what I'm going to be looking at. Try and retain as much muscle mass as possible, so keeping the protein nice and high. Obviously we want to lose body fat and not overall weight loss. Next, below that I went over already. So it was like a high carb, lower fat is what works best for me. So 1 or 2 people will be looking at this saying, well, higher fat works better for me. Well, you do higher fat, because with the carb and fat macro, it's like what suits you best. So what suits me might not suit someone else, what suits someone else might not suit me, if that makes sense. So higher carb, low fat works good for me, so that's what I'm going to go for. Then looking at the calories, what you want to think is, for me, I'm going to lower the carbs on a 2 week period. So most of the calories that I'm going to be dropping is going to be from carbs, small bit from fat, but you never want to drop the protein, so keep the protein up as high as possible. Then underneath that, looking at training, so train at least 5 days per week. At the minute I'm doing a 6-week program, started last week, myself and Darren. What we're doing at the minute, so it's going to be 5 days, so it's a Monday, Tuesday, rest on a Wednesday, train Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then rest Sunday. So that will be your 5 days. Yeah, so the way we're going to be looking at training, so Monday will be a pull session, Tuesday push, Wednesday the rest day, Thursday legs, Friday is going to be another pull, and then Saturday push, and then obviously Sunday rest, as I said. But what you're probably thinking is, why are you only doing 1 leg session a week? So with the leg session, it's going to be a heavy kind of compoundy session, so you're going to get most of your bang for your buck out of exercise you're doing. Going to be shifting a lot of weight. It'll be like a 5x5 squat to start, and then other exercises that obviously you're going to implement that are going to help grow your legs a little bit more. As well as that, we're getting a deadlift in on a Monday, so we are obviously working hamstrings and glutes through deadlift. It is a heavy lift that's going to obviously help with our legs as well. So that was the whole idea behind the rest on the Wednesday. So you're kind of resting your legs up, trying to get them as fresh as possible for that Thursday session, and then obviously trying to get most of your bang for your buck with your squats and every other exercise that we're going to be doing. But yeah, from there we're going to have obviously the pull session on the Monday. It will be deadlift, so it will be a compound exercise. It'll be taxing on the body, and then on the Tuesday it'll be a compound session with, starting off it'll be like a bench press. It'll be a 5x5. Obviously the rest on the Wednesday, leg session I went through on the Thursday. Friday will be, as I said, pull. It'll be a little bit more different, so it'll be more of a hypertrophy session, so higher reps, machines, just trying to hit every angle, get most of our bang for our buck for the session that we're doing, and trying to get as much in on a weekly period. So what you want to try and aim to do is get as much you can with your 5 sessions. Then the push on the Saturday is going to be a little bit different, so we'll be starting off with a shoulder. It's going to be a little bit more shoulder emphasized, so it'll be like an overhead press to start, keeping the reps high, so like a 4x10 or a 3x10, and then throughout then we'll obviously implement other exercises that we haven't done on the opposite day. But yeah, so that's what training's going to be like. As what I'm going to do then, as I get a little bit deeper into the cut, I'm going to try and increase the intensity a little bit more. So add supersets, trisets, drop sets, just things to get the heart racing, keep myself going, and it worked for me last year, so why not do it again? Underneath that then I have steps to increase. So steps to increase from week 5. So my steps are currently at around 8 to 10,000. What I'm going to try to do is from week 5 increase it between 12 and 15,000 per day. So go for longer walks. I find walking outdoors is a little bit more easier than to walk on a treadmill or to cycle on a bike in a gym. So that works for me a little bit better. Someone else might have an argument to say, well, treadmill you lose more fat or stuff like that, but what works for me might not work for someone else, as I said previously. Then obviously went through weight to be tracked each day. Underneath that I have supplements. So supplements I'm going to be taking is creatine, which will help me recover, greens powder, vitamin C, vitamin D and calcium, cod liver oil, multivit and protein powder. Again, you probably take something different to me, but this is what works for me and I'm going to stick with it. Protein powder will only be implemented if I'm not hitting my protein on a day-to-day basis. So if I need it out of convenience, as I said, I'll take it. So like if I'm going into coach and I'm a little bit hungry, I might take like a double scoop of protein just because they'll have that window of time where I won't be eating, and then go from there. It's just out of convenience, so it's there if I'm not able to hit it through food basically. Lastly, I have the date, so January 28th till April 8th. So starting Monday week and then finishing around April 8th. So hopefully by then I will be on track to where I'm at. But yeah, so that's basically everything I wanted to run through for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you took a couple of tips from what I'm saying. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death with talking. But the plan for the next couple of weeks anyways is to keep on track with the videos. Try and update as much as I can, bring you along the way with the cut, show you a couple of tips and tricks that I kind of picked up with food, training, stuff along the lines of that. But yeah, I'm going to try and help you out as much as I can and go from there. But hope you enjoyed the video. As I said, leave a comment down below if you found it interesting, or if you didn't like it, let me know. But yeah, leave a comment down below, give it a like obviously if you enjoyed it. As I said, hopefully you didn't bore you to death. But that's all from me. I'll catch you in the next video, so hopefully by next week I'll have another one up. But yeah, thanks for watching and I'll catch you then.
I know you waiting on someone like me. Your eyes too nice, but you can't